Mark Cuban real estate is the dumbest shit ever. Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about Mark Cuban real estate is the dumbest shit ever. Let's get right into it. Mark Cuban, the famed billionaire and business whiz, doesn't hesitate to call him like he sees him. And boy has he dropped a bombshell about Metaverse real estate. Tagging it as the dumbest shit ever, he lets fly his critique on the Altcoin Daily YouTube Channel. The charismatic Dallas Mavericks owner is no stranger to sharp commentary. This time it's digital domains like the Sandbox and Decentraland in the firing line. According to Cuban, folks buying virtual reality are making a spectacularly misguided investment, a concept he finds so laughable it leaves him searching for stronger words. Anyone who's ever watched a single episode of Shark Tank knows Mark Cuban as the no-nonsense, straight-shooting business titan. He's one of those people who tell you exactly what's on their mind, no frills, no fluff. If he thinks an idea smells like a rotten fish, he'll make sure everyone in the room knows it, and trust me, he won't be kind about it. Cuban's critiques are legendary for being as sharp as shark teeth. They're not just a jab, they're a heavyweight punch that can knock the wind out of anyone standing on the receiving end. But here's the catch, his remarks, although stinging, are often spot on. He's seen it all in the business world, so when he sniffs out an off-kilter concept, he won't hold back in telling you why it's off the mark. And he's not one to soften the blow. He's direct, brutal even, but always honest. The worst part is that people are buying real estate in these places, Cuban said of Metaverse platforms like the Sandbox and Decentraland. That's the dumbest shit ever, Cuban added. Did I say it was dumb? That's not strong enough. So if Mark Cuban, the entrepreneurial maestro, throws shade on your money-making scheme, it's probably time to rethink that strategy, don't you think? After all, when it comes to cash, Cuban knows his stuff. He believes the concept has legs, but only once a thriving community is built around it. Taking the traditional real estate approach to the virtual world before proving the concept, he's waving a big red flag on that one. Recent Metaverse property values might make you think that Cuban is onto something. A sudden plunge in virtual market values, mirroring the dips in cryptocurrency and NFT values, could be seen as a flashing caution sign. The Information's recent report spills the beans on this downhill ride. Hold on to your hats, because the stats are a roller coaster. Metadata reveals that trading for land on 6 platforms, including the Sandbox and Decentraland, nosedived a staggering 97% from its November high. Trading volume, which once proudly strutted at $229 million in November 2021, shrank to a meager $8 million by June 2022. Not only that, but total sales took a tumble too, dropping from 16,000 in November to a measly 2,000 in June. The average price of our virtual plots didn't escape the downturn either. In June, it was hovering around $3,300, a drop of almost 80% from its earlier peak of $16,300. It's like a ride on the crypto coaster, isn't it? Perhaps we should keep our safety harness fastened and listen to Cuban's voice. When it comes to Metaverse real estate, some adventurous souls are diving headfirst into virtual property development. They're crafting digital storefronts, and then selling or renting these spaces to companies keen on peddling their products or spreading their marketing magic in the virtual realm. Now, our friend Mark Cuban might have thrown some serious shade on these Metaverse real estate endeavors, but don't let that fool you. He's got a streak for eyebrow-raising purchases himself. Remember that time in 2021 when he went on a shopping spree and came back with an entire town? Yep, you heard that right. The Shark Tank celebrity scooped up Mustang, Texas, as a favor to a friend. This 77-acre, blink-and-you'll-miss-it patch of land, sitting 55 miles south of Dallas, has been on the real estate shelf since 2017. Its whopping population of 23 folks has been waiting for a knight in shining armor or a billionaire in a Dallas Mavericks cap to claim them. Well, they didn't have to wait any longer when Cuban came calling. So, while Cuban might be throwing cold water on your Metaverse real estate dreams, let's not forget he's a man who once bought a town on a whim. If that doesn't make you question normal real estate norms, what does, right? Mark Cuban seems to have a sixth sense when it comes to trends in the digital world. Remember the crypto storm that took us all by surprise? But look at it now. More of a drizzle than a downpour, isn't it? And don't get me started on NFTs. One moment they're popping up everywhere, the next, they've all but vanished. Clearly the forecast for internet assets and currencies looks pretty grey. But don't fret, there's a new wave on the horizon. AI. You guessed it. Mark Cuban, ever the early bird, is already perched, watching closely. ChatGPT and similar AI marvels have piqued his interest. Even though these artificially intelligent chatbots are just stretching their digital wings, Cuban sees their potential as beyond anything I've ever seen. There's something exciting brewing in the AI world. And if history serves us right, when Mark Cuban is eyeing something, it's wise to pay attention. So folks, buckle up, because the next thing is on its way. And with Cuban's backing, it's looking to be one heck of a ride. That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.